This is the nice shark that we want to invite into the house. The Cyclone PET handheld vacuum with extra large dust cup and 3 tools is on a QVC price of $69.99 or 3 easy payments of $23.33. There are over 120 5-star reviews for this handheld shark vacuum. This is absolutely spectacular because when you think about those quick little everyday messes, the last thing we want to do is go out, get the giant vacuum out, the big old piece, all the different pieces, the whole production. No. This is nice and quick and easy, and this picks up those everyday little messes, whether they be in the house, in the car, outdoor furniture, you name it. Lots to talk about here, but let me tell you about the colors that we have in front of us right here. This one that you're looking at, I'm gonna hold this up because you can really see it there. This is the peacock. Isn't that beautiful? So good with this kind of deep teal color. We also have it available here in the center in the smoke gray. This one over here is our dark lilac. And then we have one more option on QVC.com. Let's take a look at what that one is. That one is what we are calling our Nordic blue. So we're gonna show you what that looks like here in just a few moments. But you're also getting some attachments here that I can't wait to bring in our very special guest and take you through all of these different attachments and show you all the different things that this one does. And now our Nordic blue is here for you right here on QVC.com. So 4 different color options. They all do exactly the same thing. But the power of this handheld vacuum, do not be deceived. It is small but mighty. And Elizabeth Watts is joining us to tell us all about the fantastic shark. Hey, Elizabeth, good to see you.
Hi, Steve. Great to see you. I just love this little vacuum. I'm so excited to hear about all those 5-star reviews because people are getting it home now. They've been using it for a few, weeks or months, and they're finding, just like me, that they need it every day. So,
for sure.
A couple of stats. Yeah, sure. So it's only 1.5 pounds, so super easy. Now, our other 1.5 pound size hand vacs don't have this large capacity. So if you've got pets, or maybe you have a lot of spills around your house like I do, this is a great one because it holds a lot. It's got an easy to clean cloth filter. I'm going to show you how to use that. And it's just so simple. You mentioned the tools, 3 great tools you will use, and 1 little button to just turn it on, no trigger to hold. You turn it on and you're good to go. And you just start cleaning. Yeah.
Love that. I had to give it a little test. I wasn't sure if this one was charged up because as you're seeing, no cord, not tethered to anything. And there it is. Good to go. But I know that, Elizabeth, you've got a furry little friend who makes a little bit of a shedding mess sometimes, don't you?
Always. So it's so funny. I have to tell you a story. Bengali, my cat, he was just trying to come in here and eat some of this cat food on the floor over here. So I had to turn the vacuum on and actually scare him away a little bit. So yes, I have 2 cats. They make a lot of mess. But come on over here. We're going to just dive in and show you some of the power. Okay. It's a shark. So we expect it to have great power. But what I love about this, Steve, is not only the power, as you can see here, look at how far away I am, but just the convenience. Right?
Yeah.
You can keep this plugged in. It's going to give you 15 or so minutes of charge once you get it fully charged up, which takes about 3 hours if it's totally dead. But what I do, I just use it probably 5 minutes at a time, right? Just grabbing all the spills in the kitchen. Maybe I go to the cat litter. Oh, I go to the bathroom once I've dried my hair, and bloop, there it goes. And, no brush roll to get tangled around or anything. And then when I'm done, I just turn it off. Let's say that was all my whole mess. I grab it, my charger, and I plug it back in. And maybe I'll leave it charged up in the, plugged in and charged up in the laundry room. I've got a plug right here. I could leave it in the kitchen if I wanted. And it's nice because it lets you know with a solid or a blinking light whether it's fully charged or not. That means it's charging. If it's solid, that just means it's ready to go. So, I mean, really, Steve, it doesn't get any easier than this, right?
No.
1 button use, easy recharge, a washable filter. And, from start, the other thing that I just want you to know, we do a lot of research and development on all our products. Can we pull back just a little bit? I can literally, because of the weight of this, or the no weight rather, I can just do this with 1 finger. So maybe there's some folks out there that are having issues with their wrist or their arm or maybe a little arthritis. This is the one for you because unlike some other even lightweight versions, I mean, usually the handbag's more than 1.5 pounds, let's face it.
Yeah.
But this one is beautifully weighted. And so you don't have to worry about that, like hurting your wrist or fatigue, while you're using it.
Definitely. I mean, I'm literally holding it here with 1 finger, and it's so easy. Our friends here made a big old mess for me right here, so I'm going to go ahead and clean it up for you. We got a coffee mess that's going down right here, so, check this out. I mean, this exactly, I don't know what it is about, making coffee. I mean, we always make a big giant mess. A few little grounds just happen to make their way out. But what's so convenient is the fact that I'm not having to pick up anything. I'm not having to grab that nice big vacuum that we know and love, perhaps maybe our big Shark vacuum, because this is quick and done, and literally within a matter of seconds, we are nice and clean, and we are back in business. And I really just stood here and had a conversation with you while doing that. So Elizabeth, I would love if you could take us through all of the different attachments, because I had this one on and I was like, I don't know if I actually need the bristles here to clean up these coffee grounds. So what exactly are we getting here with this bundle?
That's a good point. So when you're just like what you're doing, just the vacuum by itself is a great tool. But then you can add the different brushes. So that's the one you just had there is a stiff bristle brush. And I'm going to use that over here to clean my computer. You can use that for any pet messes where you might need a little agitation on your carpet, you know. Then you get your wonderful crevice tool, which I always love a crevice tool because it concentrates that power. Imagine this in the car, getting between the windshield and the dashboard, right?
Definitely.
It's going to get all the way in there. Yeah.
Your cup holder. Why is there so many crumbs in the cup holder?
I don't know, Steve. I really don't know. And then you have your upholstery tool. There's always crumbs in, but look, if you didn't have this tool, this might not fit in there, right? This isn't going to fit in there. So we give you the tools that you need with that upholstery tool. That's the last one. Great for pets. Now, we do call this the pet handheld vac. Maybe you don't have a pet and you still want a great vacuum that'll clean your upholstery.
Sure.
This one will do it. Yeah. Let's talk about emptying too, Steve, because we've made it so easy for everybody. So all you have to do, there's a little button right on the back right here. It's actually color coded with whatever color you decide to pick today. You just push that button and the little dust cup comes away. Yeah. So you can just take that off. Now be careful, you got a lot of coffee in there.
I do have a lot of coffee in here.
But what's neat, what's neat is that there is a filter that's going to keep it from falling out. So your filter's there, see? And then I can just grab, I've got a little trash can here. All you have to do is pull that. So you see the little black piece is the back of the filter. So to clean that, you pull it out. You dump it into your trash can. And what's neat is you have the ability to, with one of your other tools, usually I use the brush, but this will work too. You can kind of clean it off like that, with your little bristle brush or your upholstery tool. Yeah. And then what you'll want to do is maybe once a month, this one's got a little dirty from the coffee, you'll want to rinse this out. No soap needed, just water. You can use warm water if you want. Get it nice and rinsed. Maybe use your little sprayer in the sink, you know, and then let it completely dry. Leave it open, let it dry for 24 hours, and then you snap it back together. So I always say if you feel like your suction is not as good as when you first bought it, you need to clean your filter, and that'll make your suction nice and strong.
Love that. Well, QVC price of $69.99 is going to bring home this fantastic handheld vacuum. 3 easy payments of $23.33. Over 125 star reviews on QVC.com right here, right now. We've got 4 different colors for you to choose from. This one here is the peacock. Right here in the center is your smoke gray. We also have this in a purple that we're calling dark lilac. And then on QVC.com, we're going to take a look at what that Nordic blue looks like. This is the most popular of the show in this Nordic blue. You're also getting that crevice tool, upholstery tool, and that scrubbing brush, as well as a charger, which is going to charge this baby right on up. It's 1.4 pounds. It's 21.3 inches by 5.9 inches by 4.4 inches. And then, Elizabeth, where is the charger? Oh, there it is. Right here on the back.
Great question. Right in the back. Yeah, it's got an interesting little USB type of plug.
Fantastic.
So you just plug that in and then, regular plug into the wall. If it's totally dead, you want to give it 2 or 3 hours to fully charge. And then other than that, you can keep it plugged in all the time if you want. That way it's always ready to go, right?
Absolutely.
Fully charged.
But this is just it. I mean, this is what happens all around the house every single day for like some of us. Something just happens to get tracked in. Sometimes we spill some things. Most of the times we spill things in the car, outdoors. Maybe you've got a little kitty at home like Elizabeth does. And I mean, this is such an easy, perfect way for you to get to those little messes without having to bring out the full vacuum. Right, Elizabeth?
Yeah, that's the whole point. Like if we have something small, lightweight, easy to use, we'll use it more often for these little messes. Like this mess with the cereal, you might get a sponge, but that sponge might be kind of dirty or have some bacteria on it. You can clean any dry mess, kitchen, bathroom, pet area, you know, wherever with this machine. I also love, I'll have to call out the capacity again, Steve. So I'll tell on us a little bit. We've got a couple different hand vacuums that are around the 1.5, 2 pound range.
Sure.
And usually you've got about half a cup, right, of capacity.
Right.
I put 2 cups of, I want you to do your demo first, and then I'm going to show you this because that speaks to it. It's a huge mess.
That's a big mess. And you know what's so interesting about this big mess? Scott Hine did this just a moment ago. He was eating cookies on set, and I was like, buddy, the thing is, like, if like maybe you got people coming over, and this happens, and you're like, oh, no, and you don't have time to get the vacuum out, what have you. I mean, this is so fantastic because quickly, what's going to happen here is literally you get to get right on in there with ease. You don't have to go into panic mode. You don't have to worry about a thing. We're getting all of those crumbs nice and picked up, and you might be looking at that suction cup being like, that can't pick up all of that. Oh, yes, it can. Nice and simple and easy. That was wild. To be totally honest with you, I was looking down here at this little demo, and I was like, whoa, whoa, Scott. That's a huge mess. But like, nice and easy, just like that.
Nice and easy. So let's talk about that capacity. So like I said, some of our other handbags have about a half a cup of capacity. So I put 2 cups of cereal in this measuring cup so I can stir. And let's see what happens. Again, the unit itself, without any tools, it's like its own little tool. You know, it's like a built-in crevice tool kind of there with that, what I call like the snout. Okay, that picks up 2 cups, and there's even room for more. And look at this. I still have suction. That's why this is so special, you know. Isn't it great? Yeah.
Yes.
And here's another thing. Maybe you're a crafter or you have kids that have those toys that maybe there's like 100 pieces, right?
Right.
Use this machine to pick up whatever it is, put it back in the container, and now you're not sitting on the floor picking up, you know, 100 pieces of toy, or, you know, if you're a crafter, you're trying to get all the beads up. This can be your helper in those situations too. But of course, its #1 use is going to be to vacuum and clean things like your car mat. You know, even a cat bed. I have a cat bed over here. Whatever your life is like. You know, not everyone has pets. That's fine. This is just a great, powerful, small vacuum that you can take anywhere. You could put this in the car, Steve, and take it with you on vacation this summer.
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
if you're going to a rental house, right?
Yes.
It's so small. It's lightweight. Just put it in a car with you. Here, I'm still using my upholstery tool, but that's one of the 3 tools you'll get. I just pop this off, and look, just like you were doing, someone spills a little cereal on the floor. I don't want to grab the whole big vacuum.
Right.
Let me just grab my chart. Cat hair, cat food, that's my life right here, Steve, every day. All the different hair. But it's all going inside this dust cup where it stays, and I don't have to worry about, you know, a rag or, you know, any other sort of cleaning tool. I have what I need right here.
No, truly. And I mean, you just said it. I mean, the little everyday messes, yes, with the kitty, or perhaps maybe a lot of us were going out to the beach. We got the sand that comes in the car. We don't want to do a full detail on the car. We just get to those small little messes. I actually think for this reason right here, this would be a perfect opportunity for you to literally keep this right into the pantry door and be able to get those quick, fast crumbs with ease. Nice and simple. Oh my goodness, I love these chips. They smell so good. Nice and simple and easy just to get right there done. Boom, boom, boom. Nice and easy. We don't have to worry about a thing anymore. It's all taken care of with ease. Nice and simple. And that's what it's all about with Shark, who's constantly bringing us the latest and greatest in innovation when it comes to the world of vacuum. But now we're talking about a handheld, which has been so wildly popular for us here at QVC. $69.99 or 3 easy payments of $23.33 brings home this fantastic handheld vacuum in 4 different color options that we have for you. So this purple one that I was just getting those chips with, this is what we're calling our dark lilac. Here in the center is the peacock. This gray is your smoke gray. And then the most popular of our show was this one, the Nordic blue. You're also getting those 3 different attachments that you see, the crevice tool, the upholstery tool, and the scrubbing brush. We're talking HyperVelocity suction right here. So even though it's small, it is super duper powerful, right, Elizabeth?
Absolutely. And the HyperVelocity basically means a smaller motor that moves air faster. You know, Shark knows all about moving air. We've been in the vacuum business a long time. We've sold a lot of vacuums here. #1 floor care, #1 vacuum cleaner brand in the U.S. 4 years running. That's the claim. But come on over here, Steve. You asked about this bristle brush. I want to show you where I like to use this different areas around the house, but obviously keyboards, things like that. But also, watch this. Come on over with me. If I want to just give a little dusting to my blinds, my shades, or maybe up here where there needs, you know, gets a little bit of a cobweb sometimes or dust up top. So you can choose because you get the 3 different tools. But again, I mean, really, you hardly need a tool for a lot of the messes you're going to grab because the herbs in the kitchen. See, that was a lot of chips. Your team